Yeah, newsflash. Some of the people have an issue with individuals known as the dreamers. The dreamers, in case you don't know, is pretty much the term given to children who are of immigrant status and parents, families, whatever. They want to study, remain in the country, remain in the United States to achieve the goals in life of every person, which is be educated, have a good job so you can have a family, live happily ever after. Some people are having issues with this. Some of the arguments are, oh, this is where my tax money is going to, whereas we're not helping people who are born here, citizens who work hard and this and that. And then the other side is saying this is a moral, ethical issue. And you guys know me. I am too weak for this. I stand on this side, and I will explain why. To the folks on this end, which is they have an issue, I don't have an issue with it because I am glad that my tax dollars are going to the improvement of a person, of a human being. Unfortunately, I disagree with a lot of the ways of society. I don't have the power to do anything about it. I don't really have the power to say, guys, this is messed up, this is wrong. I think that the social norms that we have need to be eradicated right this second, and it happens. For me, I wish that I would have had certain things when I was growing up. You guys know, I wish I had a father figure. But for these people, their necessities are even greater than that. Some of these folks have lost a parent, both parents. They lost their family, they lost their heritage, or they had to leave it. These folks are people with feelings, necessities, dreams. Why do we not feel happy that even though their circumstances force them to come over to this land, perhaps in ways that we don't approve of or we don't find ideal because the laws get in the way, we obey them, therefore everybody else should obey them. But in a situation between life and death, the laws really go out the window for me, because this is an issue of somebody's well-being. Not only that, but I admire these folks because they are doing things that I wouldn't consider doing. Like, these folks say that these kids will grow up to take the jobs of citizens. But let me ask you this. What makes you say that they are taking your job when it's not even yours in the first place? Because it's not like you're at a position and all of a sudden your boss knocks on your door and he goes, you know what? I found somebody who's better qualified than you, therefore, yeah, this is your last day. That really doesn't happen. And if it happens, please, by all means, correct me. Share me the link of such a story. I'll read it and I'll stand corrected. But in most cases, like I work, I have a job, and I've known many people and people who have left their positions under many different circumstances, and that has never come up. You have the same opportunity, the same right to go out for a position. Say that I am competing. Let's say that I want a job. I am a monolingual female. Let's throw the gender thing onto the table just cause. My education is only high school, but I am claiming to have the skills that a position requires. And then we have this other person. Their status is immigrant. I know that for your job, you have to prove that you're a US citizen. Documentation that proves that I was born here or I am legally able to work here. But anyway, this person cannot supply it. They're still allowed to go for the position. They may be temporary or something. I don't know how the law works, and I don't care, honestly. I just want to make a point. I know that it's illegal to hire someone who doesn't have their stuff together, their documentation together, but let's let's not even make that the issue here. It's relevant, but I want to make a different point. I want to make that point, but differently. This person is highly educated, bilingual, and may even have some experience working. You know, for me, you have word of mouth, which is word of my mouth, that I have the skills, but I don't have a degree that proves that I practiced and studied for this. And this paper comes from an accredited institution. Who do you think is going to get hired? The person who is more prepared, is bilingual, and has spent the time to be familiar with what the company is looking for. Because nowadays, I see in many applications that it is preferred that a candidate is bilingual. In this age of social network, in this age of it being easy for you to go international, you need to be able to communicate with customers from all over the globe. If you have language skills, you will stand out. Honestly, the people who get mad about this, they all tend to fall under a very specific group of people. They tend to be the same, look the same, sound the same, behave the same. Because these people look, sound, and their priorities may be different, it appears that you have a problem with that. And you try to disguise that as this person unfairly, because they're not from here, they're not legally here, they're being handed things to them. Like, we're trying to change the law to accommodate these people when they just don't fit in. Why don't they? They're still people. Instead of trying to make this an issue about money, an issue about race, how about if we make this an issue of giving an opportunity to people who are struggling in their land of origin, and let them come to a place where their life quality can improve. It almost sounds like you, as a group of people, do not want that. For whatever reason. I don't want to draw any conclusions. I don't know anybody who personally thinks like this for me to confront them. And if this video were to become popular in any way, I know my comment section will explode. Whatever, you guys have at it. I'm just saying, you guys who get mad, you get mad because you want to be mad at something. You guys who get mad at this situation, when was the last time you took a course on a foreign language? And don't give me that crap of, this is America, you gotta speak English. Because let me tell you, America runs on the dollar. Companies have the dollar. As long as the dollar comes from somewhere, the bigger the source of the dollar, the better. So companies are now trying to accommodate the consumer. And some consumers do not speak English, and the company does not care as long as they can provide the product to that consumer, whatever language it is. So of course, for the folks who feel like jobs are being taken away when it's not even yours yet, maybe ask yourself, what skills am I lacking? Why am I a piece of crap compared to this candidate? Why does this candidate get favored? Not handed stuff to, but favored. What about them makes them stand out? But you must be open-minded and honest with yourself when asking yourself that. Once you do that and you answer truthfully, then we can have this conversation about your objection. But if you're just objecting saying, oh, but I have a degree, but your degree has nothing to do with the job that you're looking for, or you don't have language skills, you don't have interpersonal skills, you don't have the skills that companies are looking for. You are the one who wants something handed to you, just given to you, when you haven't really the qualifications to be granted anything. That's all that I have to say for now on this matter, you guys. This was completely improvised. I was not counting on filming this at all, but this DACA thing, that's the acronym, was trending on Twitter, and I read a bunch of conversations. Yeah, I said I just want to have a crack at this and see what you guys say, my immediate audience, because I know that's what you guys are here for, and I know that I don't speak on these topics probably as often as you would like me to, because honestly, they're just not my favorite. I'm a very simple person. But I know that that's what you're here for. Discussions like this, so here you go. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Alright guys, as always, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you soon.